Today is January 31st. A full month has passed. Uh, PLL based, I am flat. So essentially, for the whole month, I made money, and then today, I just tossed it away. And I have a feeling tomorrow I'm going to toss more out because I'm holding something that is essentially contrary to the trend that has been established of the market. And I'm heavily involved in it. And so now what I need to do is perform damage control. And essentially, I have not thought much about it. And so what am I going to do? So it looks like the futures are pointing towards my thesis, and some of the earnings reports that came out overnight seems to be on the supporting my thesis. Then at about 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Fed will announce a rate information. Now, based on the action that occurred towards the close today, it seems as though the market already knows what the rate is. It seems to me. It's stating that the rate will be increase will be favorable to the market. And that's why the whole market behaved that way just towards the close. And so when the Fed chairman releases the Fed's intentions, it may be in alignment, and based on the close, it looks bullish to the market. And so that will further erode the thesis, my thesis, and bulk of the investments that I have. And so what am I going to do? Now there's at least three things that are triggering the volatility towards possibly supporting my thesis. One of them is the QQQ is definitely in a downtrend. NASDAQ, however, the Dow Jones is flatlined. The futures is trading. Now, if I look at the futures, it's slightly red, but this is a bull market, and I'm not sure how, as a day trader, I'm not sure how that's going to be perceived by the market, and so I'm eagerly anticipating. It feels like having a firstborn child in the delivery room before being born, right? It's very antsy. Today is essentially a day where I've relaxed towards not using my stop losses. And that one time, essentially, many of the professional day traders talk about, it's not if, it's when. When I don't use stop losses, it's a matter of when it's going to happen. A catastrophic event will occur, and it will most likely occur. It is a matter of when, not if. And so today that occurred because I was just so relaxed in my trading. And I'm thinking, okay, so this is what the market probably will do, and here's what I will do, and I'll go full steam ahead with it. Unfortunately, I was attempting to drive a Ford Pinto on a train track in the direction of an oncoming locomotive with 200 trailing hitches. And of course, the result obviously is just being railroaded at this moment. So the greatest impact is being resilient. So how do I become resilient to the matter of becoming a consistently profitable day trader? So I took a horrible tumble today because I've relaxed. Being too relaxed. I'm too relaxed with a condition of day trading. And maybe it is because I've been viewing uh, a notable professional day trader who is exceedingly uh, skilled in his discipline, and I'm viewing his videos. And when I saw that, somehow I inherited his, because he's so good at it. Everything that he does is just he's doing it in a position of just mindless thinking. So everything he knows, he just does it. He's done it so many times that his mind does not have to think, and so it just clicks, click, clicks. But somebody who's viewing him, is inheriting the easygoing method of trading, and that will cause a brain. It's essentially it essentially creates a autopilot mode, pilot mode. And so I inherited from certain individuals who are in an autopilot mode and they're thinking. That can be inherited. And the next day I will use that mindless thinking, because the person is so accustomed, so experienced, their thinking does not have to take part in it. It's just essentially a mechanical part of the trades that I make, because they have hardwired into their brain into doing a particular thing. And for somebody who is not at the level of his trading skill, just inherits what is essentially a autonomous thinking, and that autonomous thinking is inherited while I'm viewing it. I think that's what's happening. And so I have to be conscious of that fact. And when that happens, it's essentially a boat without any oars or motors, just being carried, swept away. But the thesis is the other direction, and there's nothing that can be done about it. And therefore, that is the mindless thinking. So, too relaxed. Right now. I'm too relaxed, and I realize that what I do not have, and what I do not currently possess, and what I will not have next week, or the month that I've spent attempting to accrue a certain level of financial P&L, is essentially based on whether my skill set is able to hold on to that or not. And right now, despite the fact that I have accumulated, took a step back, accumulated, step back, and then in one day, like today, just completely eroded because somehow something just happened into my thinking that caused that. And so I attribute that particular situation to being too relaxed. I'm too relaxed, and so I need to figure something out. I need to get in a state of mind without having my P&L suppressed down to a level where I am like a rabid dog kind of a thing. I need to be in that constant mindset, even if I'm accumulating, even if I doubled, even if I tripled my account. I have to be in that rabid mindset, because that is what got me there.